Dude, she has like thigh rolls.
Alright,
Did you see that?
Ryan Lindberg, here are my note cards. There's 1 and 2. And then my PowerPoint. If you can see it. It's got pictures. I'm gonna give it to my audience here.
Give it up a run.
There they are. So, you guys can look at that PowerPoint while I give the rest of the speech. I'm Ryan Lindberg again. Thank you guys for sitting in here and watching. So the first thing I want to talk about is why I chose an informative speech on alligators. I have loved alligators ever since, really, I was a little kid, honestly. We went down to Destin, Florida, and they have this alligator themed restaurant, which is really cool. They only serve alligator dishes. So we got fried alligator tail, alligator chunks of meat. Oh, it was surprisingly really good. And so it was like a restaurant with a museum. They had over 100 alligators to be shown and for anyone to go and look at. And then I think every hour, every 2 hours, they would have shows where they would go and feed the alligators, which is really interesting. And that started how I wanted to get more information on alligators. First thing I want to talk about is the alligator hide. The hide of an alligator can go for quite a bit of money. When you put together all the work it takes to get them, all the skinning process, all that, they can be up to $5,000 just for the skin. And a lot of people like to make boots, wallets, which eventually one day I would love to have a pair of boots from an alligator that I've killed. But that's one thing I want to talk about, is killing them is so hard because their hides are so tough. They reflect spears, arrows, bullets, just all kinds of stuff. But there's one spot on the back of the alligator's head that is the soft spot, and that's what hunters go for. They want to hit them right in the back of their head. There's this little soft spot, and they just put the gun up to it, boom, dead. And that's when the skinning process comes in. Alligators also are very strong, so if you ever decide to go out there and hunt them, be careful. Do not just walk up on an alligator, because their tail at age 4 is strong enough to break a human leg. Just with one swing, snap your femur right in half. So watch out. I do not recommend walking out in front of an alligator. What you can do is buy tags, buy license, go out and hunt them. But yeah, their tails are very strong. They can swim up to 25 miles per hour, which is the speed of most of the roads around here in College Station and Bryan. So they're fast. Their tail gets moving. I mean, it's not much footwork or anything like that. It's all in that tail, and they can swim up to 25 miles an hour. And I got that at softpedia.com, which has a bunch of information. I actually got some of the pictures that you're looking at. I got that from softpedia.com. They're a good website. But the main thing people are always looking at, and the main thing I think the alligator is known for, is their jaw. They have 24 teeth, and their bite down can be up to 2,960 pounds of force. I think there's about 26 muscles that helps their jaw go down, and only 2 muscles to help it bring it back up. So if you get on alligator, that's why you see people that hold the jaw shut, because they don't need a lot of force to lift it up, but it takes a lot, and they have a lot of force when it comes down. Smaller alligators eat up to 23% of their body weight in food each day. So that's how they get so big. That's equivalent to a 180-pound man eating about 40 pounds of steak every single day just to keep growing. And that information came from mentalfloss.com, which I also got some of the pictures from. It's a good website if you guys want to go check that out. Another thing I love about alligators is they can be cool pets for a little bit, but eventually you're going to have to let them go, because they can outlive some people. They live to be up to 80 years old. And that's old. My grandpa actually just passed away at the young age of 79, unfortunately, but an alligator could have outlived him, which is crazy, because some people actually do get them as pets, and then, I guess Texas Parks and Wildlife will come and pick them up for you, but they can live super long. Their max length is 23 feet, so the biggest alligator in the world as of right now, is 23 feet long. I'm 5'10". I cannot imagine standing next to a 23-foot long animal. That's insane to me. Also, the max weight, I believe, the 23-foot long one is a ton, which is 2,000 pounds. That's a heavy animal. I mean, that's as much as a car. Imagine something just about this tall, 23 feet long, and weighs 2,000 pounds, running at you with 24 teeth, 3,000 pounds of force, ready to bite your leg off. That's scary. Alligators are a scary animal, and I do not recommend trying to mess with them. Alligators live in warm, swampy places. That's why everyone always sees them in Florida, Louisiana. It's because it's warm, swampy. That's where they usually tend to go. There are some in Texas, unfortunately, so everyone watch out because they are in Texas, but they mainly stick around Florida, Louisiana, and those warm, swampy areas. There's actually calculated there's about 1.5 million alligators between Louisiana and Florida mixed together. So there's a lot out there. I mean, don't think you won't see them just because we're inside a little bit north of the Gulf, Texas. I mean, they're out there. So be careful. And I got that from habitattracker.com, which is a good website to go on. They have a bunch of pictures too. And I hope you guys learned a little bit more about alligators. I hope you go home, look up those websites. I'm glad you guys looked at the pictures and liked them. Yeah, thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.